the BRICS countries, and the quest for a new global reserve currency. The BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are a group of emerging economies that have been growing rapidly in recent years. They are also some of the largest holders of foreign exchange reserves in the world. As the BRICS countries continue to grow, they are becoming increasingly dissatisfied with the current global reserve currency system, which is dominated by the US dollar. The dollar is seen as being too volatile and politicized, and the BRICS countries are looking for a more stable and reliable alternative. One possibility is for the BRICS countries to create their own new global reserve currency. This would be a major challenge, but it is something that the BRICS countries have been discussing for several years. There are a number of potential benefits to creating a new global reserve currency. It would give the BRICS countries more control over their own financial systems and would reduce their vulnerability to U.S. sanctions. It would also help to promote trade and investment between the BRICS countries. However, there are also a number of challenges that would need to be overcome in order to create a successful new global reserve currency. The BRICS countries would need to agree on a common exchange rate mechanism, and they would need to develop a well-regulated and liquid financial market. They would also need to convince other countries to adopt the new currency. It is still too early to say whether the BRICS countries will be able to create a new global reserve currency. However, the fact that they are even considering it is a sign of the growing power and influence of these emerging economies. The potential benefits of a BRICS reserve currency. There are a number of potential benefits to a BRICS reserve currency. These include increased stability. The BRICS reserve currency would be less volatile than the dollar, which is often subject to wild swings in value. This would make it a more attractive currency for international trade and investment. Reduced risk of sanctions. The BRICS reserve currency would not be subject to U.S. sanctions, which could be imposed on countries that the U.S. government considers to be its enemies. This would give the BRICS countries more financial freedom and flexibility. Increased economic cooperation. The BRICS reserve currency would promote economic cooperation between the BRICS countries.